Hey, it's Trey, and welcome to another Worth It or Curse It, where I indulge my inner child with craft kits, talk about it on the internet, and you guys watch me. um, if I'm not mistaken, I got this at Dollar Tree. Yeah, Greenbrier. Dollar Tree. Paint your own posters. Disney Princess. Peachtree Playthings from Atlanta, Georgia. Nice. So let's see what we got. We got Mulan. I don't know why I said Mulan like that, like a weirdo. And then we also have, of course, Miss Ariel. I'm looking to see. It's definitely not like paint by number. I'm looking to see if they have any references. They really don't. They just have like they had like some for her. So we could, let's see, well, let's just, since we have this as a reference, I'm trying to get it to where it won't glare. You know, I am a professional, so you guys. Is that going to work? That'll work. Move Mr. Mousy over. We'll see. The paper is thick. It does feel a lot just like poster board. It's slick and it's matte on the other side. So it's slick on this side and matte on the other. Looks like we got a nice array of colors. Looks like it's using yellow for the background. And then right here we have some blue, then green. So shall we just dive in with her skin and just go whole hog? Let me get some water going here, because you should really never put your brush in paint until it's wet. Although, I mean, this brush is so gross. I can see myself changing brushes real quick. Oh, I'm also doing this the wrong way. Oh, I hate these. I hated these as a kid. I hate them as an adult, although they are easier to get open as an adult because now they make them with softer plastic. Oh, I'm going to hate this brush. Hate it. Oh, that didn't take long, did it? Oh, no, that was just, oh. No, ma'am. Oh, this paint's awful. This paint has a really weird texture to it. Almost like those jelly gouache you see everybody painting with. It has that kind of texture. I don't see anywhere where it says like if this is acrylic or what it is. I need to look and see. This is Creature on R. I really don't. We'll look later because I don't want to mess with it because I finally got it to where it wouldn't glare. I don't know that you're even seeing much of anything with this. It's painted right over the hair and you couldn't even tell. I don't want to do it too much. Let's not go crazy. I find myself globbing more and more paint on here because I'm trying to see it. And I'm kind of figuring that this is not going to dry like darker, so and I hope it does actually dry pretty good, unlike that other paint by number we had. Which, oh, that board was just terrible. That paint was terrible on that board. Every paint I tried on that board just performed terribly. I just don't know what was wrong. I don't know if it was me, the board, or what. All right, do we have a hand over here? Okay, we got some flesh tones going here in our little painting. All right, I don't really see anything else, so we're going to shut that one up. And let's do this little red flower up here. Oh. Well, Tracy, why don't you just open them all? Because I'm just not that way. I guess I could, but I don't know. Not liking this paint at all. But then again, I tend to not like Dollar Tree paint. So not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this was like tempera paint or whatever. However, it is going on pretty good. So we'll see what we can do with it. How funny. My phone ringing scared me half to death. Did you see me jump? My brush just doesn't like this paint and is wanting to like flare out really bad. I don't know why this brush is wanting to flare like this. I don't want to blame it on the paint because it could very well be the brush itself. And the person who takes care of the brush. It sure is wanting to flare out though. It's so icky. I just don't like this paint at all. It doesn't spread good. Ugh. Ugh. So this one's also red. Should we go ahead and do it red? Well, let's go back and do this flower some more. See if we can redeem the flower any. So I really don't know that it's all that layerable. I mean, it is getting darker, but I'm trying to be real careful to not overwork it because I'm afraid it would start working the layer underneath. So kind of like, a watercolor. It's like you can layer watercolors, but if you just put too much water on it and spend too much time, then you start working that underlayer as well. So yeah, you can definitely layer it and kind of make it darker. That's for sure. But we'll have to be careful. let's darken up her lips a little bit. A little bit. There you go, honey. All right, now we'll do this little carousel so I can put my hand in it 1,000 times. There we go. I think that's good. I left it real streaky. All right, what should we do now? Let's do her green. Uh, Close the red. Do the green. Ah! Okay. This is just very just streaky. I painted over some of the black and you can see it a little bit now that it's dried. Especially like on the hands, the fingers and stuff. I mean, you guys can't see it, but I can see it. I think a lot of times in our artwork we get hung up on the things that we can see, and then they become big things to us. Like, oh, look at this terrible mistake that I've made. And then somebody else comes along your art and sees it, and they're like, oh, it's so lovely, and you're like, yeah, but look at this glaring mistake. And they're like, oh, I didn't even see that until you pointed it out. So this doesn't really look like the photo that well. Oh, it looks like they painted this like flesh colored, but why? Why would they do that? We're just going to make it green. Let's see. Let me switch to a different brush. So that we're not here all day. The paint itself is quite watery. So you've got to keep it going on your page or it will start to soak into the poster board. Okay. Let's do blue. Water-based paints is all it says. So more than likely, I'm going to say this is gouache. This is probably a jelly gouache. Would not be surprised in the slightest. It does not feel plasticky like acrylic would. It also very well could be tempera. Like I said, you know, the more I think about it, it probably is tempera. Because they have a really big line of tempera paints. So it would make sense that they did tempera for this. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm not going to go, oh my gosh, they're doing tempera paints. Ugh. It's perfectly fine, especially for kids, which what this is designed for. We're not talking fine art here. And the paint itself, I mean, it covers pretty good. This is just one coat, and that looks darn good. I'm not going to quibble about that. And when it dries, it's going to be chalky. It's probably going to lighten up some because, you know, it's kind of like a watercolor. But for reference, let's pull out, I've got some blues. Oh, this is a neon blue. Let's not do that. That's not a good test. But I've got here's some Americana. And we'll see how acrylic paint works on this. Oh, acrylic paint works like a dream. Of course it would. It's poster board. But this acrylic paint that is goes on really nice and smooth here. It's not taking me hardly anything to really smooth it out. I'm trying to be careful because I got this big brush. I'm digging this blue. But you guys, I wish that they would have just sprung and put in some acrylic paint. It would have been just as washable. Well, probably not just as washable. Especially that red. But, oh, look at that. Well, boys and girls, we know what we're going to do now, don't we? I can tell you all that the feel of the paint going on to the paper, and as it smooths across with the brush is so much more satisfying with the acrylic paint. There's just something about it. It just glides across it. It feels so good. Just nothing like it. That looks nice. I like that. Let's see what other colors I have that I can use. I'm sure I have a green. Oh, I bet I had, oh, what did I do with those paints? Oh, darn. When I wanted to use them and now they're gone. What did I do with them? I'm sure I have a green. I do. You can see where I got it over her hair right there. But I'm trying to look for a medium-sized kind of brush. I'm just gonna use it from the bottle cap. It even glides over that other paint really well. We'll leave that color up there as is. It's just kind of messy now. Definitely not as smooth with on top of that other paint. As you can see, I'm kind of struggling because that other paint is real chalky. I can remember we used tempera paint a lot in elementary school. And it would come in these big jars of pigment. I guess it was like cornmeal and pigment or whatever. And then you would mix it with water, and that would like make the paint. And I remember one year our teacher let us help her like mix the paints and all that because she would mix them like for the class. And so we would mix like little cups of paint, and then pass them out, So I would like she would like mix them up, and then I would like help stir them up, and then like help hand them out, that kind of stuff. And I just remember I loved doing that so much. And one time she had to do something and somebody else handed them out, and she let me like measure out like how much of the uh, powder to put in and all that. And oh my gosh, I can remember being so nervous. I was so nervous I was going to mess up. I felt like I had such an important job. Oh, Lord. How funny how children perceive things. Yeah, I'm kind of being sloppy on this. Number one, because I'm painting over that other thing, so it kind of makes it harder. Number two, I'm just trying to hurry because I'm trying to just give you all the idea of what this looks like. Right? Well, we got a yellow down there, yellow. I think we're done with our green, aren't we? All right. No, we got to do our green over here. Guys, y'all were just going to let me put it up, weren't you? Weren't even going to tell me nothing. I'm just going to paint over these spikes. Because I'm not going to keep this. Whenever I could, like, I don't have anything to take it off. There you go. She's looking mighty white, isn't she? How mighty white of you there, Mulan? Should we go ahead and do the yellow or purple? Let's do the yellow. And I don't know that I have any dark purple, but I do have this purple. Wait, I do have this one. Royal Violet. We could do that. But right now, I'm looking for yellow. That'll work. That almost looks yellow. I need more paint than that. Get up there in that lid. Come on now. You still didn't get up there very good. I think I got a big paint clump up there. I think this paint is very, very old. I make a big mess. Okay. Yeah, because this is like folk art, and I haven't like bought folk art in like not since Jeremy and I have been married. That's how long. So this is really old paint. It's daffodil yellow. It's real pretty. I just gotta mix it all back up. It had kind of separated. It wasn't dry, but it was getting kind of clumpy. There was some liquid at the bottom, but then oh no, I didn't finish the green over there. Oh well. So I just stir it all back in together. It's so hard to keep it off that black. At this point, I'm not even trying anymore. Guys, we're at the 30-minute mark. What do you think? Do you think it's worth it? For $1? Yeah, I think it's worth it. I had fun. If you really want it to make it like a masterpiece and all that, substitute in acrylic paint. Don't use the paint they give you, because I mean this paint is just, I don't know, it's just not very good. It's just not a very good paint. So anyways, thank you. I think it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. Have a great day, guys. Bye.